topic is thermodynamics. Okay. In thermodynamics, there are few things which you should know to begin with. Okay. Firstly, what is a system? What is a thermodynamical system? Look at this figure. There is a cylinder which is filled with ideal gas, and the cylinder is fitted with a piston. Okay, this is the piston. Okay, now this piston is massless and at the same time it is frictionless. Okay, so this kind of arrangement is known as a system. Okay, now next is, what is state of a system? What do you understand by state? What do you understand by state of a system? Okay, the state of a system is represented by three variables. Which are they? Pressure, which is denoted by P. Then you have volume, which is denoted by V. And third one is temperature. Okay. Now, out of these three variables, even if I know what is P and what is V, I can find T. How? By using this equation. PV is equal to nRT. Using this equation, I can find the temperature. Okay. P is pressure, V is volume. What is N? N is the number of moles of the gas. N is number of moles of gas. R is what? It is the universal gas constant. And T is the temperature of the gas in Kelvin. Okay. So out of these three, even if I know pressure and volume, I can find temperature. Now let's come to the second part. What is work done? How do we find work done from a PV graph? Okay, how can we find work done from a pressure volume graph? Look at this graph. Okay, this is your process. Okay, from A to B. Okay, what is A? A tells you about the initial state of the system. Okay, A tells you what? Initial state of the system. So this can be described by this coordinate P1 comma V1. This is for your state A. That is your initial state A. It is represented by this point P1 comma V1. P1 is what? The initial pressure, and V1 is the initial volume. So your initial state A can be described by this point from this graph. And what is B? B is your final state. B is the final state of the system. Okay. B can be described by P2 and V2. Okay. So what is A? A is P1 V1, and what is B? It is P2 V2. Okay. So we can find work done from this graph by finding this much area. You have to find this area. Okay. What will be the work done? It is nothing but work done will be equal to so work done is what? Area under curve AB above x axis. Okay, if I have to find the work done from this PV diagram, okay, I will have to find this area, this shaded part, which is enclosed by this curve AB above the x-axis. This is your x-axis, so above that. You have to find this area. Work done is area under curve AB above x-axis. So this is how we find the work done. Okay, there is one more formula. Okay, let's say a thermodynamic system, okay, it is undergoing a change, okay, and the volume is changing from V1 to V2. In that case, the work done will be W is equal to integration V1 to V2 P dV. Okay, this is the work done by a thermodynamic system when its volume changes from V1 to V2. That is the volume of the gas, it changes from V1 to V2. So in that case, the work done is integration V1 to V2 P into dV. Okay, dV denotes change in volume. Now, let's come to the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, so now we come to first law of thermodynamics. What does it state? Okay, heat energy given to a system is equal to increase in internal energy of system plus work done by the system. Okay, let's say you have a system, that is you have an ideal gas in a container which is fitted with a piston. If I supply heat energy, okay, to that gas or basically to that system, what will happen? Okay, there will be an increase in internal energy of the system. That is, the gas, the internal energy of the gas will increase. Okay, and at the same time, what will happen? The gas will expand. Okay, so there will be some work done by the system. Okay, so your heat energy given to a system is equal to increase in internal energy of the system plus work done by the system. So how do we write this symbolically? Okay, we will write delta H is equal to delta U plus W. This is your first law of thermodynamics. Are you getting this? Whatever heat energy you give to a system, H stands for heat energy. Okay, whatever heat energy you will give to a system, that will be used up in increasing the internal energy of the system, which is denoted by delta U, plus there will be work done by the system, which is denoted by W. So this form of this equation that you are seeing is nothing but first law of thermodynamics. Okay, it is nothing but your first law of or should I say law of conservation of energy. Okay, it is nothing but your law of conservation of energy. Okay, energy is neither created nor destroyed. Okay, it gets converted from one form to another. So this is nothing but it is a restatement of law of conservation of energy. So this is first law of thermodynamics. Now, heat we know, we understand what is heat. What do you understand by internal energy? Internal energy is nothing but the total of all energy which the atoms and the particles have. Okay, that is your internal energy. So U stands for internal energy, W for work done, and H for heat energy given to the system. Now the other case could be, instead of giving heat energy to a system might release heat energy also. Okay, that can also happen. A system can release heat energy. In that case, the internal energy will decrease and the work, it won't be work done by system, it will be work done on the system. Okay, so this is the general form of first law of thermodynamics. Okay, now always remember, if heat energy is given to a system, then we take it as positive. But if heat energy is released by a system, then we take it as negative. Same way, if the internal energy of a system is increasing, then we take it as positive. Okay, but if the internal energy is decreasing, we will take it as negative. Similarly, if work is done by the system, we take it positive. We will take W as positive. But if work is done on the system, then we will take W as negative. So these were a few things related with first law of thermodynamics. Okay, one more thing you should know, or it is important. Okay, your internal energy U. Okay, your internal energy U is what? It is a state variable. Okay, what do you understand by state variable? It depends only on the initial state and the final state. It does not depend on this path. Okay, your internal energy is always a state variable. It depends on the initial state and final state. It is independent of the path of the process. Okay, but your work done and your heat energy, they are path variables. Okay, they depend on this path, so they are path variables. So these were few things about thermodynamics. We understood what is a system. We understood how to find work done from a PV diagram. We also understood the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, we will be continuing with this in our next class.